Man, what's going on with you guys, man? Welcome to the channel, man. Hopefully everything is solid with y'all and hopefully you're doing straight and everything like that. And what we're gonna get into today is we're gonna be discussing like when should you walk away from a woman? And what I wanna discuss is more so the beginning parts, because we know the beginning, when you first start messing with somebody or rocking with somebody, that sets the tone. So I'm gonna discuss a couple things that women nowadays will do early on. And the game is constantly changing, so some of the things I'm gonna be discussing, I ain't have to worry about a couple years ago, but we live in 2024 now, so we know how it is nowadays. So let's go ahead and get right into the list. All right, so the first thing you gotta expect, you have to expect women to pull back, even if you felt like the vibe was good, right? It's crazy because within the last couple of years, you could have a good date with a woman. The vibes could have been good. You probably didn't over talk. You was doing everything. You was being charming, charismatic. You was confident. You could have been doing everything correctly, but then you don't get you know how like after the date, the woman that hit you with the, I had a good time tonight. Women don't even sometimes be sending out that text no more. You almost gotta see if she made it home. So you'll check to see if she made it home. And then after that, it's like she don't hit you up at all. And there's a couple things that could have happened, right? We unfortunately live in a time period where women have a lot of perceived options. So just like a woman is going for the best guy, you should be going for the best woman. So a lot of times, yeah, a woman could have had a good time with you, but she could have had a better time with another dude. You gotta realize, like, at the end of the day, if this woman don't wanna rock with me, I'm not gonna force her to. So this is a situation where you do nothing. When a woman kind of pulls back after the first date, or you kind of hit her up, you know how you hit her up to kind of see like what's your availability, and she starts saying, oh, my schedule's kind of tight the next couple weeks, or she's giving you everything but a clear answer. That's when you do nothing. That's when you hit her with the, okay, cool. Let me know when your schedule clears up and we'll just go from there. And you leave it at that. And for me, I'm at a point now, once I hit you with that message, I'm not hitting you up no more. I'm walking away from good, because now you finna play with me. You finna play with my time, and I ain't got time for that. Also too, a woman could be testing you, right? Women test for strength. A lot of times they may have so many, I don't wanna say so many, but a lot of times women have 3 or 4 dudes that are orbiting that she wants to figure out who's the strongest. I don't mean who's the strongest, but I mean who is the strongest mentally. So if she pulls back and you do nothing, that's gonna show her that strength. It shows her that you're abundant. It shows her that you got more going on with your life. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta understand. But you can't be looking for her to hit you up. You gotta just keep it moving. Some women test like that. Some women won't test you like that. Women are different. But that's what you gotta understand. When a woman puts you in a position where it's like she's not being cooperative, that's when you do nothing. Because women respect strength. So the next thing that you got to understand about women is that the games nowadays begin after the first date. And I kind of hinted at that with my last point, but the games will begin after the first date. Getting the first date is not as hard, or getting the first date is not difficult, right? For some dudes, it may be difficult, but a lot of times it's getting to that second and third date. That's when the woman really starts to test you and things of that nature. But again, this is when you do nothing. This is why you got to have an abundance mindset. And what I mean by a woman playing games after the first date, meaning that a woman, like I've had women who will start texting me back days later, hours later. You know, the communication is like getting longer and longer in between, and you can kind of feel it. And when that begins to happen, again, that's when you hit the woman with the, hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me know when your schedule frees up, and then we'll go from there. You want to put the ball in her court, because this is all about a game of leverage. So the games with women will begin after the first date, because again, women have such a plethora of perceived options that they're trying to figure out who is the strongest. So you have to expect, even if the date was good, you got to expect for the woman to pull back, to be texting hours later, to be giving you maybes, to not kind of be so sure. She won't be initiating contact. You got to expect those things, because expecting those things will prevent you from feeling some type of way, because you feeling some type of way ain't gonna help the situation, because all that's gonna make you do is want to hit her up more, try to get a reason to why the energy dropped off. That don't matter. The fact of the matter is that you, baby girl, is not rocking with me like that. So I'm good. I'm gonna keep it pushing. And this is why I made that the dinner date video that I made a couple weeks ago with the girl talking about why are guys done with dinner dates. I love dinner dates. Like, and that's the whole thing. This is why you don't spend a lot of money up front. For me, I'm not spending no more than 50, 60, 70 at the max on a first date. I'm not spending no more than that, because what you gotta understand, the more money you spend on a first date, the bigger chance that it is that you won't ever see her again. And or you're gonna get friend zoned, or you're gonna be the money guy. You don't wanna be any of those things. So this is why you wanna keep your costs low on dates until the woman shows that, okay, I'm invested, and now you can spend more money on her and do more things with her as she shows how invested she really is. But on the first date, nah. And there's nothing wrong with getting food, right? I'm against dinner date. When I say dinner dates, what I mean is where you're going to these 5-star spots where you gotta dress up, you gotta make reservations. Those are dinner dates. But if you just go into a local tavern or a local lounge or a local bar, y'all get some drinks and some food, you spend it under 60, 50 bucks. So you can get food on the first date. I'm not against getting food on the first date. I'm against doing dinner dates. Because on dinner dates, you go in a place, there's no loud music, versus when you go to a bar or lounge, the music is loud. People is hitting hookahs and stuff like that. So it's a different type of environment, and you're not spending as much on the food. So that's way different, you feel me? But keep that cost low until she sees she's invested, because nowadays women will go out on the first date with you. You may think you had the best time in the world, and the next thing you know, you can't even get her on the phone, my nigga. All right, this third point right here, this is something that a lot of men struggle with. Never get fixated on one woman. This is something I struggle with my whole life. I meet a woman, I'm like, oh man, this is it. This gonna be my girl. I'm thinking about her meeting my family. I'm thinking about like, man, it's gonna be good when we can go to the gym together. I'm thinking about all the things that we gonna do together, but I don't even know her last name. We ain't even been on a date yet. I ain't even had any sexual activity with her, anything like that, mentally and emotionally, because she's so bad and she looks so good and she's so attractive, she's so fine, her skin so clear. I'm already making her my wife. And usually we get fixated on a woman who is not cooperating. So you never want to get fixated on a woman who is not cooperating with you. So if she's not making herself available, if she's not responding back, do you know how many times where a woman, it is funny because I'm at a point now, like straight up, I don't even like rescheduling dates, because chicks, they be capping when they say that. A lot of times nowadays, a chick will cancel a date, right? And she'll say, but I'm free this day and this day. What I would do is, to me, I'm not against it, but what I'm saying is, say for instance, you had a date planned on a Wednesday, right? On that Wednesday, the chick will be like, I can't do it today, something came up, but I'm free Friday and Sunday. I ain't finna sit there and be like, oh yeah, I'm free Friday or I'm free Sunday. What I would do is say, hey, Friday morning, hit me up and let me know that you're available. And most of the times when you put the ball in the woman's court, she ain't finna hit you up. So that let me know that you really wasn't interested. See, it's all about leverage, right? Because counter offers back in the day, you could do counter offers 4 or 5 years ago, and a woman really will keep her word. But nowadays, when a woman reschedules with you, 9 times out of 10, she ain't finna be rocking with you. This is why you can't get fixated on one woman. See, a woman knows how to keep breadcrumbing you. Oh yeah, hit me up on Wednesday or Friday. You hit her up. I forgot. How about next Sunday? She'll keep you in the loop. And that's how but that's the moment that you should have been walked away. This is why you gotta have options. Even if you don't have options, you have to be able to understand, okay, yeah, this woman looks good, she's attractive, but she's not making it easy for me. She's making excuses. She always flakes on me. You know what I'm saying? She's not about seeing me in person. You know what I'm saying? She's just about giving me excuses and leading me on. You got to be able to pick up on that. And again, it's important to know when to walk away from a woman, because at the end of the day, women respect strength, and a woman can't love you if she does not respect you. So in the beginning parts, it's very important, because what you got to understand is, in this society that we live in, stuff is so fast paced. Women have so many options. They have so many guys, whether it's guys they see at the gas station, the grocery store, the mall, whatever daily interaction they do, if they're involved with some type of intramural sports, whatever it is, Instagram, dating apps, women encounter so many dudes on the daily, whether it's in real life or digitally, that they're always testing for strength. They're always trying to see what's the best option for them. And that's what we have to do as men. We need to be saying what's the best option for us. So when a woman is not cooperating with you and she's not making it easy for you, that's not the best option for you. You got to continue to push it and understanding that this is a numbers game, and continue to go for a woman who wants you and who wants to deal with you and who makes your life easier. Because when you get used to dealing with women who cooperate like that, you never go back. And that's my whole point to this video. You have to know when to walk away. This is a part of vetting. You got to know when enough is enough. If she's not making it easy for you, or she's giving you excuses, enough is enough. You got to realize is when a woman wants to see you, she will move mountains for you. She won't make any excuses, right? I've had women I remember one time I had a date with a woman, a first date, right? A first date with a woman. We was gonna go get drinks, just go get a drink or two. And I remember she texted me maybe a couple hours before the date saying, hey, my dad just got diagnosed with some type of cancer now. And I was like, in my head, I was like, of course. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the typical message. But then she was like, later on the message, hey, I can still make it though. I'm just gonna go see him and make sure he's straight. But can we push the date back 30 minutes? I was like, oh, snap. And guess what? She ended up paying for the drinks. Because of the inconvenience, she ended up paying for the drinks. We got 2 drinks a piece. From what I can remember, the total was about $50-$60 for the drinks, because it was past happy hour time. It was like a little bit late. So she ended up paying for the drinks. So that me telling y'all that story goes to show, when a woman really wants you, she will make a way for you. But if she doesn't want you, she'll give you excuses. So like I say on every video, continue to put yourself first. All right, guys, that's my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel as always. Guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone.